Okay, I'm going to talk to you guys about my wheels and what wheels I use, because wheel grit and wheel sequence was a very confusing thing for me when I first started cutting. I didn't know what to start on. I didn't know what to finish on. And ultimately I found that 100 grit wheel, because I cut a lot of turquoise and varicite, so I found that. And trust me, I wish I had 3 machines with 3 different sequences. But what I've settled on is 100 grit hard, 220 grit hard, 600 grit hard. And I like the hard 600. And then I go 1200 resin, 3000 resin, 14,000 resin. And very rarely do I need to take my cabs to this felt pad, which is a removable pad, and it has a felt sticker on it. And I use 50,000 grit diamond mesh paste on the pad, or on the felt. And you can buy those, check it out. You can buy the felts, they're pretty cheap. You go through them quickly, but I started out on leather, believe it or not, leather on my old machine. So when I'm helping people get into lapidary, they always say, well, why do you use a 600 hard? Because all the machines come with, well, Cab Kings come with, I don't know what they come with, but 9 times out of 10, or 10 times out of 10, the 600 is always resin. But I like using a hard 600 because I shape and dome, sometimes dome, mostly shape and dome, shape, clean, dome, and then I come over to my 1200. I like having a hard 600 because at this point I'm still kind of shaping, so I like having that give back and more control over shaping instead of trying to shape on something that's resiny and spongy. Does that make sense? And trust me, I blow through my 600s and I blow through my 1200s. But that's just the way I cut. So like a lot of the machines you buy these days, Cab Kings or whatever, they come with the wheels already on them and you're kind of married to them. And I'm so grateful that the guy I bought my 1968 Highland Park B12 combo unit had a hard 600 on it, because it really made me love a hard 600. So if you blow through your 600 grit resin wheel, you might want to consider getting a hard one. And it's going to be a learning curve, because it's a lot grippier than it's a lot grippier when it's the the diamond plated, hard electroplated, than it is the resin. So it's a learning curve, but I think it'll give you more control, because that's what it does for me.